Alright, let's just get into this straight away, make it short and sharp. This review, second time I'm doing one of these reviews this year. Sydney were garbage. Um, I went to this game, so I got to see firsthand just how garbage they were. Um, Look, yeah, the scoreboard, which says we won by 23 points, kind of flatters us because we were a lot worse than that. Um, Started off well, kicked the first 3 goals of the game. Buddy started off well, he looked sharp, then disappeared, as did pretty much the rest of our team. Um, Look, yeah, we just got absolutely smashed in the midfield, in the clearances. We couldn't really utilise the wind at all, like in that second quarter. We had the wind behind us, and we just didn't convert any of our opportunities. As you can see on the screen, the score worm shows that we scored like 7 behinds in a short amount of time and late in that second quarter, and that really killed us because when Port had the wind in the next quarter, they just absolutely dominated. They blasted on 6 goals in what felt like 6 minutes pretty much. It just we just couldn't go with them in the midfield. We just looked like slow. Every time we had the opportunity to really attack and take the ball up the ground really quickly, you just stopped. We just stopped and propped and waited, and then got called to play on, then just bombed it long, and then they just cut it off or spoiled it out of the area, or just we just couldn't get anything going. Port, on the other hand, they seemed to really basically go when they had any opportunity at all to do so. The skill level of the game from both teams wasn't really that good. It was just, there was a lot of basic skill errors. The umpiring was atrocious, but didn't really favour any one team. I mean, the free kick count was 19-19, so the umpiring was equal but terrible at the same time. Look, it was over at 3/4 time. The last quarter was just a complete dead quarter. Nothing really happened. We kicked 2 goals, but we never really looked like even getting close to pinching an unlikely victory. It was a low-scoring last quarter, just scrappy. Both teams looked really tired at that point, and they were just making basic, dumb skill errors. Our best player was easily Isaac Heeney. He was really our only good player. He kicked 4 goals. He seemed to pretty much clunk every mark that every mark that came in his direction. Every time the ball went close to him, he just seemed to somehow wrangle a mark and kick 4 crucial goals, or not really crucial because we lost, but other than that, we didn't really have any good players, really. Sam Reed, he was okay. He tried his best, but he couldn't really do a whole lot. Callum Mills, it says he has 27 disposals and a goal. He was leading, or second on the second for fantasy points in total, but he really didn't have any impact on the game. It seemed like he was always one of the players that was just always turning it over in our back half and just gifting them Port goals. Look, Buddy he started off okay. He kicked a behind and then a goal pretty much straight away after that. He looked sharp. We looked to really be connecting with him nicely. Then he just disappeared. Remarkably, he was still arguably one of our better players, but he wasn't that good at all. That just really shows how bad we were. And as for Port, they had their midfield absolutely killed us. Riley Bonner on a halfback flank just destroyed us as well. He just seemed to be able to pick off everything and then rebound really quickly. Yeah, so if I have to give the Brownlow votes, I'd go... Well, the 3 votes would have to go to Connor Rosie. He was electrifying in the midfield, kicked a goal, 29 disposals. He had a really big impact on the game. No one could seem to touch him when he had the ball. He just seemed to be able to evade every single tackle. The 2 votes, they'd have to go to probably Riley Bonner. He was like I said, he was another brilliant player for them. He kicked a goal, and it was a pretty good goal as well, pretty big goal. Yeah, he just carved us up, and I'd give the one vote to Isaac Heeney since he looked like the only Sydney player that was actually up to AFL standard. The rest of them just, they were just very poor. Heeney was our only good player, and I'd give him the one vote just for that. And he did play pretty well as well, 4 goals, and quite a number of marks and contested marks. But yeah, that's going to be the review done. But we played garbage. The 23-point scoreline flatters us a little bit. We just weren't nearly as good as Port were. Yeah.